get it going. There we go. Welcome guys. How you guys doing? Welcome back. Let's tweet this out and let's Discord it out. I don't know. Here we go. Stream announcements. Bop. And paste. That's it. Okay. Whew. Okay. How you guys doing? Welcome guys. I think it's Sasha and I think Cookie. Welcome. Should be fun. Let me get everything a little bit more set up here. There we are. And there we go. Okay. It's looking good. Let me check my, that's my mic. Mic is on. Good. Gotta get all the techie stuff out before we can really get into this. Here we go. Okay. It's not stalling if it's making sure everything's okay. Okay. Boop. There we go. Welcome guys. Hi. Yeah, welcome to part 2 of this 6-part-ish adventure. We'll see if we do any more after this, but at least for now we're just trying to focus on these ones. So last time, can you guess which one we made last time? Which one we worked on last time? Yeah. So we'll try and do one of these other ones, but maybe we'll just wait for everyone to come in. Like Darius, hello. Welcome. How you doing? Let's see. You're doing good. Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah, just making sure everything's actually on. I think we're all good. Mike's probably could be. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, for this time, I know last time it was just like, I just wanted to do Yoshi. I just wanted to do Yoshi first, so leave that with my bias. But I guess for this time, either we'll see how it goes, or if you guys want to help me choose one of these ones, list them in the comments, or my plan, if that didn't work, was to just do a random number generator and then do 1 to 6 and then see whatever comes up, because it'd probably be the same kind of outcome no matter what, because we had my control of like which one it is, so who even knows at this point. So dude is the sniper already. I hope I don't get like C&D'd or whatever from saying that over and over. Yes, that is one of them. That might actually work. Yeah, we just need to just choose one and then we'll get going on it. Okie dokie. Yeah, agreement. Thank you for the agreement. Okay. Let me look up the TF2. That's what I thought it was. I think on the original post, I think it was only sniper. So I need to figure out whether or not that's... I'll just go with it. That is the TF2 one. Hello, cartoons. Let's see here. I don't really notice characters super well, like inside and out as much as Yoshi. So this will be fun to figure out. Oh, he's got a lot of details. He's got a lot of... Oh boy. Oh, that's right, you can like get all the skins. I'm seeing some... I'm going through Google Images right now. I'm seeing some stuff. Is there like a concept art? That's easier. If there was like an original picture or like a T-pose, one of those kind of pictures, that'll be a little more helpful. Yep. Looking for pictures. Oh yeah, we gotta choose whether he's blue or red at some point as well. That'll be important. That's pretty good. Let's see. I'm doing a very small like picture, so deal with it that I can't see the entire images at the same time. Have it really be really small. Let's see. Let's see. Use the comic? Okay. Yeah, right now I'm just looking for pictures to see what works. So sorry that there's nothing going on here, but we'll get got it real soon. Let's see. Hello, portable. Portable. There you go. Actually, I think one of them actually look pretty good. I might just go with the wiki one. Normal looking one. Defaulty look. It's so small though. Wait, it's so small. Ah. Yeah, that's too small. I can't get it in the right place. Let's see here. Yeah, sorry about this. This is gonna... I didn't know which one we were gonna do, so obviously I couldn't make it perfect. That's alright. I feel like I might be missing some details. Let's see. Have a good night. Let's see. This might do. It feels like it's a little bit cartoony though. Oh, it's made by someone else. Yeah, that's not gonna work then. Hang on. You know, this would be hard. That would be one and done. I'm getting too specific with them. Man, let's just put this over here and might be able to just see it a little bit larger. Yeah, that works better. Okay. At least just get it so I can see everything here. Okay. Image, new tab. Yeah, even I can get this, but then even still, that's a little hard to read what's exactly going on. There's no 3/4 if I want something like that. Let's see. Who suggested comic books? Let's try that real quick then. It's weird how hard this is. Just find a good picture and then a good defaulty picture that kind of works for everything, and then go from there. Huh. Let's see. Still looking. Let's see. So hopefully if I do this, it'll be a one and done, and I'll be able to just get going on it. Let's see. Improvise. Ah, okay. Might have to at this point. Just get this show on the road, sorry. Let's go with this. This will be fine. Whatever. Okay, I got one. Okie dokie. That's not what we want. We want this one. Okie dokie. Here we go. How long did that take? Only 7 minutes. That's fine. We can make that up. Okie dokie. So I got Yoshi. So now I need a new palette for the sniper. Here we go. Okay, so again, I need that sketch line. I think last time it was a little bit dark, so I'll probably make this a little bit more saturated. Up, up. There you go, so now you can see it. Where did it go? Oh, it's way up there. Let's put you back there. Okay, now we're set up. Here we go. Okie dokie, here we go. It's gonna take this. And if I can get this going. I've actually used Flash all day with my movie, so it's a little bit hard to go back and forth between these. Different tools here on the fly here. Okie dokie. I am set up. Here we go. We're like a little bit thinner. Update it. Here we go. How you guys doing? Yeah. I've done TF2 like very, very little. Mostly played as the engineer. So, and most of the time you're playing as and in first person, so it's hard to know much about what their character model looks like, you know. So most of the time you're just not really, you're just looking at their hands, which are really good and really expressive, but it's hard to know, like on the top of my head, like what exactly they look like. Let's move this up a little bit. This will be the head. So this will be my sketch, obviously. This won't be the final thing. Looking at the players somewhat, yeah. Not super much. It's more just like the silhouettes more so, I guess, and then whatever their color is. That's why I play engineers. Like, I don't really know. Want to be like a defense sort of a thing, rather than trying to blast people. Just get some robots and do it more as a sentry or a tower defense style kind of game. I'm ready to do that. I still feel like I'm helping even though I'm just not really doing anything. I haven't played this since like middle school, so that was probably like over 10 years ago, so I don't even know what the ecosystem of this game is. Do any people like still play this anymore? Like people still play all the other games, like Overwatch, and those kind of games kind of took over more so. Probably not as much as TF2 anymore. You still play it? I just don't understand people like you, not to make you as a defense thing, but it's just like, but why? Soldier. Okay. I'm getting some crosshairs so I can see exactly where I want to make some face stuff, but I think I got this pretty good. This is pretty much the basic human face. So probably just need to exaggerate it now. Let's make it more skinny. Let's place it more over there. It's just good. That's the reason why. No problem. Okay. So divided that up so I can get more of the features going here. Mostly just trying to get some basic anatomy first. I spent like so long yesterday and today watching YouTube videos of watching people like explain how to draw. Or just anatomy drawing lessons and trying to draw and stuff like that. So like, because I don't feel like I've drawn like humans too often, that this is the best I can do right now. Is something like this, and then eventually we'll just fill this in with better anatomy later. But for now, that'll be good. Okay, that's my basic pose, my super basic pose. Alrighty. So what I can do is hopefully get everything here. I can kind of tilt it up maybe a bit. Could twist this up a little bit too. Okay, dokie. Let me get the chat down a little bit. Okay, so now we can do more looking better stuff here. Let's see. So I gotta look at my reference and see. Okay. So this is the chin. And then figure this out. Okay. It's so stressful, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. It's probably how I draw the other characters, just because this is so hard for me to get anatomy right. It's a good place. I don't know. So he's got glasses, or some kind of sunglasses that I see there. Maybe I could just get the nose in first. That'll help a bit. Kind of place things around it then, and say like, okay, these kind of arch up and around. Okay, feels like a weird, you know, like those like anatomy drawing like models or dolls, where they kind of show you where everything is. I don't know what kind of expression I want either. Let's just pin things out and go, okay. Maybe some probably smalls. I'm making it too realistic. Oh no. I guess it works, but yeah, this is probably too realistic for what I want. Probably want to change it and have me later on. Like make things more geometric would probably help later. All my lessons I just learned in all those YouTube videos I just watched is like, yeah, they're helping, but not for this cartoony style that I want now. Hello, Elijah. Okay, okay. So what's gonna help is basically gonna be the hair and accessories I see. Let's just get some, maybe one of these going on. This would be a sideburn. Alright. I do have one of those, I don't know what to call them, those anatomy dolls next to me on my desk. So, I actually have it hidden away behind my monitor, so I can't really see it too well. Let's get a hat going here. Trying to make it look pretty cool. This will help it a little bit there. Hopefully. Oh boy. Probably should actually fit around the head, because I have a head, so I can just put it around the head. There we go. Hello, cool guy. Welcome. There we go. This should help. Hat. Check. Okay. Might have to do like 2, you know, versions of the sketches to get like a final sketch, but I don't know if we'll have time to do everything else then. So he's pretty much woody at this point, so let's see if we can fix that. Let's see, so you're gonna need the, how does this work? So this goes up and then goes over, but this just goes back up there, and then we get this little rectangular hole around there, and then glasses is gonna help. Pop, and then hop, pretty large. All right, so he's Australian, so he's got the cool glasses. I don't know. There we go. It's so weird looking. Hopefully, yeah, when we get back to it, things will be fixed. Don't you worry. This is the rough, not looking great part. So I just need to knock this out real quick to get this out. This section here. Apparently there's no color on that side. This is like a shirt color now. I want to do both colors. That'll help it. I think that'll help here. Some of this will help if I have the right details here. Another design there. Fix that when we get there. Okay. Arm through there. Who cares? Not that it doesn't matter. Just like, yeah, we'll fix it when we get there. Okay. Alright, yeah, you can kind of see them. There you go. Okay. Perfect. That'll do. Maybe some extra details in here. Whatever. It's got like a pocket full of bullets. Should I do that? There you go. Okay. And then a little pocket that's off screen here. Alright. Okay. Cool. First sketch done. Cut to underlay layer. Okay. Then I can put this, put it to a lower opacity like that. Halfway. Go to color line layer. See the other one. Give me another sketch of a different color. Bring that up. Okay. Let's see. So now I can use my reference here and then choose what I like out of these lines and then make some more maybe geometric style versions of them. Something more like this so I can get that more get that same kind of style that the game has to make it more polygonical. That's a word. Let's see. And also kind of choose some of these other lines here to make them seem more like I actually meant to do that as a line. So, let's see. Choose some of these lines here. Something like that. Okay. Does he have a strong nose? Sure. Gotta go Gordon Freedom again. He's got the just kind of happy disposition. No matter who it is, everything's kind of. Everyone on my style is always kind of happy. No matter what. Alrighty. It's looking pretty good here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many tips for doing any of this. It's more just remembering my training, I guess. Remember anything that I did when I was trying to practice some of this. So that's why I'm kind of going pretty fast at this, just because I know mostly what I'm doing. At the same time, I don't really know. Let's see. Hup, hup. Yeah. If I had to choose a class, I would definitely not choose a sniper. I'd be terrible at it, like in real life or anything. There we go. Let's turn off that. See what we got. Yeah! He's all blocky and fun. Alrighty. So this actually comes from the eyeball down. I know what he's like anatomy like tricks now, and it's like, oh yeah. So to get that neck going, be roughly where the eyeball is. Okay. And then we'll just knock all of this back out. Oh, I guess I see. And then, let's see. Might have to make this a little bit shorter. I don't know. What's this line? That's the chin line. Let's fix that. Something more like that. Clavicles here. Exactly. It's like, oh yeah. It's kind of like math and everything too, of like schoolwork. It's like, oh yeah, now I understand. And then it's like, do the homework, and it's like, I don't remember anything. Like, you get so like, yeah, I get it, you know, kind of feeling, and then you gotta do it on your own, and it's like, oh no. I don't remember anything I just learned. Hi Ben, you're not too late. Still working on the sketches, so that's not too far. I don't know what this line is. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So this needs to then kind of go more like that. And whatever these lines are. So this says the pocket needs to be more over here. I make it about that same kind of level of detail later too. Get this, kind of follow these lines. Get something out of this, you know. Make use of those lines that we made. There we go. There we go. See how far this goes down. So let's see, it's probably around there. So actually, yeah. And like underneath here. It's not good. Let's clear this all out. Okay. That's just what we need. Probably won't get that arm because that doesn't actually make sense. I'm realizing that this arm shouldn't be here. So there we go. Now he's like a fun cowboy. Let's stretch him down. Okay. Cool. How's that looking? Because I'll be cleaning this up more as this version, you know, than trying to make it look too different. Ah, that helped. Okay. Get rid of some of this. What makes him not look like the spy as I want him? Is an interesting question here now. No, he's a sniper. That's wrong. Sorry. Let's see if I can hit. Let's see. Monster House. Is that the weird mocapped version movie? Yeah, I've seen that one. Haven't seen the Christmas Carol mocap movie by the same guy. Let's see. Bop, bop, bop. That's okay. I appreciate you being here. And this time, that's okay. And all the VODs are available, so you can watch them on demand whenever you want. Let's see. Whatever line was important for that. There we go. I like how he's continuing a happy young man tradition for the last two fan art streams. He's such a... I don't know how to make not this archetypal man. This is the man, you know? This is what you get. This feels weird. Let's cancel that. Oh, whop. Whop. There you go. That's more head shape, hopefully. Let's see if I can get hat. Lower. Removing some of those. I need this line. Maybe hat needs to be bigger. Up. And let me just get rid of some of these. How's these people? Yes. That was pretty good. It is uncanny valley with the mocap. That they're like weirdly like moving as if they're in a video game. I forgot the signia to say. Whoa, it's something. It is pretty much a crosshair, and that's fun. Won't be able to see it much. Okay. I'm happy with that. I think I'm just going to delete my sketch because I need more layers to work with, so I'm just going to delete it. Okay. And put this to the underlaid layer. As now, I can now vector it with my new line. So this is sketch 2. Sketch 2. Add new line. Let's make it black. Full percent. Could go to this one and make this one a little bit lower. And then go, this is line. Is there any reason? Or I thought there was going to be some connection to Monster House and what I'm drawing here. That it's like, oh yeah. Remember that time in Monster House when something like this happened or something? If not, that's okay too. Round it out maybe just a little bit. Choose some lines maybe that I want. I don't know how much detail I really want out of this. Okay. Kind of just picking and choosing lines now. Okay. And if you remember last time, we kind of did a secret trick where I was able to just take the outlines that I had and then just basically just put it to 0% alpha, and then it became outlineless. So that was really fun. So I think I'll do that again, but I found a new button to actually do that a little bit, like actual, like, good. Or at least a little bit more efficiently, or like able to be reproduced easier. So that'd be my tantalizing secret that I got, and I'll show you later. That's a legit a button to be able to do that. So it's like, cool. Could have been doing this a long time ago, but yeah, didn't really understand how it worked beforehand, so didn't want to mess with it before I knew what's going on. Let's make this a little bit lighter. Okay, might need to make them, all of them, a little bit smaller. Let's go to 2 properties, select everything. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go back to the line. That's what we got. Okay, here we go. That's one. Yeah, that's what I was wondering there. Whoops, wrong color. Bop. When Sniper TF2 man came out and said, "Hey, is that a house that eats people?" Man, times sure. I don't know what his personality is. Is his personality just Australian, or is there anything more to it? Let's see here. I think Cookie's making a joke. And I'm just following up on it because I got nothing else to say here. Oh boy. Pop. Pop. There we go. Okay. I think it's kind of like the Sans Undertale, kind of like phrasings of how you say things. It's one of my favorites. It's like, yo, is that Sans Undertale? Is that Sniper TF2? Ugh. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can have that AI try to figure it out. It works pretty well. I think for, yeah, one of my, one of these streams, I was going to try and use that as, like how we did with that, Pinkie Pie has a question or whatever, or like Pinkie Pie asks a question where it's like, what kind of apples does Applejack not like? For that one, we could have had an AI version of it. Before I knew about that, I would have, if I had knew of 15, I would have had, for that, have it be that, right? So, let's see. That would have been fun. But now it's like, at the time, I was like, let's do it again. And then they were like, going under maintenance. And it's like, cool. And that means I can't do it. And it's like, when will they be back? And it's like, I don't know. When they'll be back online. Are they back? Definitely spent a good chunk of time trying to recalibrate and everything. So that's good. Because no. They know that they'll be used in a lot of memes, so they better be at least good quality, you know? Let's see here. Okay. Hello, Ledroch. Welcome. Excuse me. Yeah, 15 was not back out when the movie came out, like in 2005 or whatever. Yeah. That'd been crazy. Let's see. They were back. Now it's down. Okay. Hello. Pop. Pop. I don't think I explained it. When they're yellow dots, that means they're not connected. Or it has a dangling dot where it's not connected to anything else. So that's why I'm checking to see. Whenever there's something with a yellow dot. I was like, that's an open air dot. Okie dokie. Yeah, definitely have to make some inferences, I guess, when drawing this. Okay, okay. What we got so far? We got that. It's not bad. Okay, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the face stuff. Okay. I like overshooting that, just make sure that I, for sure, overlap them. Okie dokie. Say that, but maybe it's not okie dokie. Who knows? Someone else said that. I think Cookie said that. Okay. Wonder if that's a meme. That's a quote. Hoopah. I did play some Source Filmmaker way back when. I don't know if that was before or after. I think it was like around the same year, around the same time I got into Flash. So that's I think one of my earliest YouTube videos was like a Source FFM test, just to see if it would work pretty well. It didn't. I wasn't able to understand how the animation worked. That I wasn't able to understand why things were weird. Because I was more used to obviously just like regular animation, or yeah, to talk about, I think the only animation software that I've really used was 3ds Max, which is 3D software. So trying to go to 3ds Max's Source Filmmaker to me at the time was like, this is really weird. Like, it definitely has its own entire ecosystem of how things work. That's like, yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, you know? It's like, that's way too gonna take way too long to even learn that. When I have something that's like, it sort of works. It almost works. Nowadays I use Blender for 3D. But at the time, for some reason, I was like, let's get 3ds Max. I don't know. I don't think I personally paid for it. I guess my parents paid for it, but yeah. If I knew about Blender, then I definitely would have chosen that and just learned that. But I wanted the super softwares, you know? It's got to be the really fancy 3D software. This nose is wrong. Let's just make it that. All right, great. Let's see. Okay. They use source image for about 5 minutes before computer crashed. I never used it again. Exactly. It does feel like that. I got it to work, and I definitely found some fun in like using the assets and trying to play with the character models, but I don't think I'll be able to like say make something like Deem, and not able to say it. Pronounce it there. But yeah. I don't think at the time I was able to like say like, yes, I'm gonna be able to use this in its full capacity and learn it inside and out and have fun with it. And it was like, nope. I played with some I knew Portal more. So I was playing with Portal models and characters and stuff. That was really fun. Playing with those, but otherwise it was a mess trying to work with any like TF2 character model, because they're like super rigged up. Like they have all of their control points perfectly aligned and really like actually professionally, you know, designed and rigged. That's like cool, but at the same time they're super complicated because of that, you know. That's like wasn't able to understand or get a real grip of anything. So maybe sometime we can try and do an SFM stream, but no promises on that. I think I removed it off my hard drive because it took like 50 gigabytes of storage. That was my computer is full of storage. It's basically bursting with too much stuff on my computer, with all my animation files and everything else. So I had to delete it, and it took me forever to like figure that out as well. That it was like that was the problem. You know, that because it was actually hidden. I wasn't able to see my Steam stuff. I wasn't able to see it as a download when I was trying to delete things off my computer. I wasn't able to see my Steam games, so I wasn't able to see like, oh look, gee, Source Filmmaker is taking up 50 gigabytes of hard drive memory and storage just hanging out there. I mean, it's like I could have just deleted it without having to delete, you know, like 100 other any other smaller like files. Like I could have just deleted that first and then say, okay, now let's delete anything else I might need afterward. But nope, it wasn't showing me. Image files are chunky. Tell me about it. Because you need like, you know, after this Toon Boom file, you would need this, which is actually inside of a folder. Toon Boom uses folder systems because they keep track of like, Toon Boom keeps track of every single element. So this might be one element because I put it inside of one block here, but each of these blocks would be a separate element that would need to be set as a separate file, actually. So, and each color is also a separate file, or at least indexed separately. So these Toon Boom files do get kind of chunky as well. So, and if you want to do like special effects, you know, you might do it in After Effects, within any kind of like post-production stuff would also be its own file. So making an animation is very, very computer intensive of just how much files you need. Like, it's not just your drawings as everything. It's like, oh yeah, I need so music, which is its own file. I need sound effects, which would be a different file. You know, it just adds up if there's like how much stuff. And it's like, you need these stuff for like other projects if you want to like be efficient and say like, oh, I need this walk sound effect of like poof, you know, like a walking boom 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 whatever. And it's like, well, you got to keep it on your hard drive so you can reuse it or make a new animation with it, which I have a folder for those kind of sound effects for Paper Mario. So it's like, yeah, I sort of do need those somewhere so I can reference them later. But at the same time, it's like I'm just wasting some space on my hard drive because I'm saving all that stuff. So it's give and take with that as well. So it's hard to delete anything for an animation file just because you don't know. Some element could be used for something else, like a different project. You know? Like maybe in a walk cycle animation itself could be like applied to a different character. Just to save some time, you know? That'd be useful. Otherwise, if you have like 10 characters and they're all kind of the same body shape or whatever, especially with ponies, they're all basically the same. So it's helpful to like have prefabs, kind of a sense, where they're prefabricated materials, so like you can reuse certain things over and over. So, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, this is taking up somewhat memory on my hard drive, which I have separate drives just because it takes so much memory to do all this. Let's see. You're right, LED. I don't know how to say LED or LED. Let's just see. Oh boy. I can make this a little bit thinner. Changing my mind. Here we go. But yeah. I did watch. YouTube recommended me, or some Twitter recommended me to watch one of Demon's streams. I was like, wow. Just like the fluency of like animating in Source Filmmaker is like, oh yeah. Like, should we have her like cheek open or like keep her eyebrow closed or anything? And it's like, yeah, sure, let me just, you know, whoop to the exact right parameter and then go, okay, yeah, that looks alright. It's like, wow. Amount of like knowing exactly where everything is. That's pretty cool. About the time it would take me to like learn all that might just be wasted if I can just learn how to do regular 3D or just make it in 2D and just say whatever. You know. It's not like that. Oh, I got it right first time. Yay. Alrighty. What do I want? Let's look at the picture again. Okay. Haven't looked at the picture in a while. Let's see. Speed little bullies here. Let's maybe just draw like 3 or so. Love this. It's weird like going back to like, I have to like use Flash for my movie. And it's like just, it's real night and day of like how like Toon Boom handles even just like drawing. All this. It's completely different of how Toon Boom handles drawings. Like in Flash, these would be, it basically be flattened, if you know what that means. Where like flattens all the lines. So I wouldn't be able to like, this would like, if I click on this and it would highlight the entire selection of everything that's connected. But with Toon Boom, it takes it as a stroke level, so I can move each stroke that I made. So that helps a lot when doing this sort of any kind of operation with drawing here. It's just like, all right, just gotta move this one little line here and just select it and go, why aren't you on? This is the slow part, trying to get them connected there. Alrighty. The same as this. Like, this is real nice. Alrighty. So I was trying to draw something in Flash today, and it's like, yeah. It's like I forgot how good this was as a program. Okie dokie. So what do we got? We got that. Perfect. Some weird stuff, especially the eyes, but anything else looks pretty good. Is there anything else? I missed a couple lines here. Hop, hop, hop. And I just delete that. Honk it onto there. I'll go into like outline mode so I can see where the middle of the lines are. And then just kind of popping them, magnetizing them onto there. Boop. And there we go. Okay. There we go. I think I missed a couple other lines. The neck needs to be. Let's have him give him a neck here. There we go. And let's get this back collar thingy. Curve it up. Okay. Let's see if that's the last thing. Yep. Needs to be on there. There we go. Eyebrows. Let's get that in. Or like 3 lines. Curve them up. Smooth that out. This is Smeech. Hop, hop, hop. There we go. Alrighty. Oof. Okay. Any other adjustments we can be done a little bit later? But for now, we got this. So pretty happy with this. How's that looking? That's what I mean. It's like if this doesn't, if this one doesn't look good, then this one won't look good. Okay. So I think I got everything. So I'll just delete this now. Now this is my pretty much final line art. In terms of, I don't think I'll be adding too much more to this, but I think that's everything. I could add one more line connecting here to say, whoa, it's connecting the glasses. Let's make that lower, actually, make it interesting. To there to connect it to the ear. Okie dokie. And check to see yellow dots should only be where these are not connecting. Like actual left out lines. Anything else? Looks good. Okay, perfect. Okay. So, okay. Let me just take one little break and I can get to coloring this. Let's see here. So I could add one more line here for a shirt. Or this will be a different color. Okay, good. Now I'm happy. How's that looking? It'll probably look like that. And then we'll just color it in. Okay. Colored in under 10 minutes. We'll see. That's why I took some water to stretch it out. Here we go. Okay. There's not too many real colors with this. But, let's see. So the magic button is actually not available. There it is. Is this magic one that says create color art from line art. So let me make sure. Select it, I guess, and then I'll say create. Boop. So what that does is now I can go to color art, which is this one. Boop. Where did it go? Outline. So now this is a copy of what I just made, but now it's separated. So this is the line art. and this is the color art, but it has all these weird weird points here, just to show like these are all have invisible they're like 0.00000 width that are inceptible to be able to seeable by the naked eye. It doesn't actually render it, so let's see here. So I can get these kind of colors in and go pop, pop where I want them, just like that. So that's only actually rendering this, but this is just so I can get the skeleton or X-ray view to see exactly where I want it. So I want to push it one way or the other around here. There we go. So I'll just get all of this. So he's got brown, black hair. And the fun part of this as well is that I can change the colors of this as I go. So as you saw, I changed the skin color as I went. So let's kind of choose something for this. And if I don't like that, then I can probably push it more towards orange and get it a little bit closer to where I want it. Okay. So that's good. Okay. So let's get one for the glasses. This might need to be let's make it a gradient. So I'll choose this as the first color, and this will be yellowy, and this will be more orangey. If I pop these in, with all of these, probably need to get rid of some of these points. These points are messing with this. Let's see here. Probably I should see if there's an easier way to just remove this whole line. That's not it. Because I want to keep that, but not that. And then it overlaps itself. Or I could just hope that when I do that, nope. So that's not good. Let's go somewhere else then, and we'll fix that later. Whoops. Alrighty. Hat. Let's see here. I want solid. Color it. See about where I want it. Probably around there, maybe. Get a new color. Color that in and say right around there. Add a new color. And say this is black. Right around there. New color. And say right around there. Okay. Red or blue team? Let me know real quick. Because there won't be too much time to decide as I keep going with this. I can reuse that color. I can reuse this color. This is this new color. Blue. Okie dokie. Red. This is where it gets tricky. Letting you guys choose now. My reference for what I got is red, so that's why I'm sort of leaning almost towards that. But if you got something else, let me know. Okay. And then it's basically this, but just like slightly darker. Somewhere around there. New color. Actually, I didn't use my green yet. Let's try that. And we'll make it this, but just like a little darker. We need the this is his skin actually. Let's get that there. And we need this to be white for that. Let's see. And let's get like a gray for like these bullets done. Okay. Let's see. I can use that white. Maybe. I need to layer it actually for these glasses. If I want to do it like that. Everything else will be red, and then this will be the yellow symbol for that. There we go. Okay. So that's how we color in a couple seconds. Okay. Let's go for blue. This never looks better in blue. Okie dokie. Making sure everything's happy. Okay. So let's go for blue. Solid blue. Boop. So that's pretty good. Color that there and there. Let's see. Does that make sense? I think so. There we go. Okay, so the eyes is gonna be weird. Let's flatten this. Let's get these. Let's get this, and let's get this, and let's flatten it. That's this button. Just so I can get rid of these. Okay. Well, that's not right. Wrong one. How could I have chosen the wrong one out of looking out of these? Okay, so it's actually this one. And let's get this and that. There we go. Okay, so for the eyes, we'll have to fix the color there. But if I don't change the positions of everything, then it should be fine actually. So let's see. So I can actually just take this and this, go to color here. Let's delete it, and then let's go here and say, hey, do it again. What happens? Hey, okay. So now I can do this again. At least I can hopefully get rid of this line. And then let's see. So I would like the, let's see. What I can do actually is I could have two layers. I could have one for the eyeballs and then one on top being the glasses. So I can do that. And just make sure I don't delete this one. So for this one, I can color this in. Color the white. I don't know, I just use this. White of the eyes. Like that. Find out what his eye color is. Probably brownish. Whatever. Good. Okay. So obviously we don't need these pixels. Boop. Get that going there. Hello, Vegas. How you doing? And then I can copy these bips. See what I got. Copy this. Get the whole glasses. And I can copy it onto a new layer on top. And then hopefully get these there. Haha, it looks so cool. F is my gradient rotatey button. So I can rotate it. Just like that. And then I go back here, go back to my gradient and say, lower the opacity a little bit. Lower the opacity a little bit. And there we go. Okay. Okay, so that's what we got. We got that going pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Okay, so now it'll just be deleting practically everything that I don't need in terms of outlines. I can get rid of most of this. What I'll leave is like the nose, maybe like an eyebrow, and little details that are like the ones that have like these extra details that I might not need. So I can just probably get rid of most of this and only leave the ones that need outlines, which will be only these parts. So I can probably just get rid of all of these insidey bips. And then let's get those to be out. But now you can see on this side that I probably should have the mouth actually. Hopefully I didn't go too far with that. give me my mouth. Okay. So I needed the mouth. This should be the last touch. Eyebrows. Okay. So all I need is this. There we go. And get rid of these. Okay. So now I can choose this line and see if I can start coloring. I can add new color. And say, color being this. And then just saturate it. So I'm looking way on the left. Let's see, right around there. These could be the same color. These could be the same color. And then the glasses could be a new color. And these could be like light gray. Can't see it because these have outlines that are actually layered on top. So if I delete these, now we get that. Okie dokie. And then I'll just make sure that this lines back up with this. There we go. Okay, so now we get this. And we can change the colors anytime we please. Okay. Let's change this to be more, a little bit more dark. So we can see that a little better. Okay. And there's not much more I can see. Let's go to this and we can add some more, like one small detail here. Let's get this. Add a line, color it blue, and place it on top. And this will create like that inner circle. Let's make this 4-ish. Okay. And then we do the crosshair. And that's it. Okay. There we go. I said that doesn't look good on only that layer, but as we add the other ones, there we go. Let's see which layer that's on, and then we can just make sure that's good. Okay. This could be a little bit lighter. Let's get it to be this color, and then just kind of drop it down. Something happened. There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Let's get this maybe just a little bit brighter. Okay. There we go. If I want to move them, I can move them with this button, and then I can go like this. And he dances in the box. Oh, we need a background. Let's do that real quick also. Okay. Box behind him, fill it. With a color. Okay. What's a good complementary color? Let's see. Hoop, hoop, hoop. Maybe even red. Let's try red. So we both win. A little bit like that. There we go. Done. Alrighty. There we go. Hopefully that'll work for you. There we go. Oh boy. I'm happy with that. You're a little bit late on that, so if people were like, oh, make them red, and it's like, oh, the background's red, so that's my reason. Okay, now this should be complimentary. Oh jeez, there we go. Oh boy, there we go. Okay, let's go to toaster time. I can clean it up later if I want to, but I think that'll do for now. Hopefully there. How we guys doing? Welcome, guys. Let me get some water and we can talk. Let's see. Good water. There we go. Okay. How are you guys doing? Because I know that was very, very weird and hectic to try and get that done. Trying to get that going. I'm looking at it now with fresh eyes, and it's like, that's not too bad. That would actually turn out way worse, or it'd be a little bit, it's definitely cartoony. There's some weird parts that I think I messed up at the very end. Like, I think the coat pocket is not the same color, but, those could be, fixed up later. So, I think on the whole, I think it's, I give it a win. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. What it looks like so far. We only got 2, but we're already a third of the way done. Hopefully the rest of them will work out too. Now that I'm slightly more confident in figure drawing, hopefully this'll turn out okay. I started easy. I started with my comfort zone. My comfort zone was creatures and Yoshis. So that worked really well. That's just like a nice little warm up with last time. And now it becomes the challenge part of this, where it's like, ooh, oh yeah, I got expressions. Ooh, I don't know how to do humans. So all my cartoon humans are yeah, they're very cartoony. Some small stuff I think can I'm not sure how to really help much more, because I did all that extra. I went through all of that beginning sketching where I did all the extra guidelines and trying to make sure everything was proportional. If I tried to wing it, I feel like it definitely would have been a little more off, but I think this actually works pretty good. It's the, yeah, his proportions are like, I kind of either adjusted them or made him he had a good, like, properly proportioned face, so that worked really well. I feel like when we do like more, either the women one like Spider-Man or Zero Samus, those might be a little bit more tricky, because then I have to learn female anatomy, at least just to make it more egg shape. I learned that male shapes are more ovally and more, the chin is more rectangly, while women's faces are more pear shaped. I don't know, but their chin is very like thin and it kind of goes to a point, especially in anime. So anyway, let's see how you guys doing. Anything coming up for you guys, or is this a good escape, or is it you got nothing to do? Let's see. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Otherwise, I'll just keep repeating myself that I'm still working on the movie. Movie's working out really well. There's some actually pretty good progress on it. If I want to learn more about that. Working on drawing. Oh, awesome. For going to bed. Now, Cookie, do you like, I don't think we've ever discussed it. Do you have like I want to say a proper job, or is it just like for a fun hobby, and doodling is just a hobby thing, or is doodling and drawing your actual business in a sense? Because at least for me, I'm kind of making it both, which kind of ties me down to the chair for the whole day, where I'm just going back and forth between my business, Midnight Mares, and the movie, and this is a hobby, you know. With the streams aren't super lucrative to the sense that they don't really pay for themselves for the amount of time that I put into them. So, but yeah, I'd like to know. Oh, okay. Yeah, just wanted to know whether or not you had an artist job or where you're like some kind of fry cook who draws on the side. That's what I was more looking for. Exactly. Awesome. Self-employed animator working out of studio. Some friends only set up last year. Oh, last year. Okay. Because I think I had you at a moderator before then. So were you doing something before then? Yeah, that doesn't matter. If you don't want to go into it, that's fine. But that's awesome to hear. You got your... It's good to have friends. Friends with benefits of whether or not they're... Because obviously if someone in the friend group is not performing as well as you hope them to be... And it's kind of like doing like a science report, like a junior high, where you always go to those like 4 people groups. And one of them is always a little slacker. That's kind of hard to then say, like, well, as a friend, it's like, well, you're not really pulling your weight. Let's see. Do you spend a lot of free time drawing? Awesome. It's a hobby turned job. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. I studied animation in uni. I learned more graphic design, like more general graphics in uni. Well, I guess I went to community college, so I don't know if that's different. Yeah, my college was more based on making posters, making websites. There was a lot of websites. Like I probably made like 3 or 4 different websites in in college. But most of this stuff was let's learn a specific program sort of thing. Like let's actually have a whole class dedicated to Photoshop, and then learning like clipping masks one day, and then learn the loop tool another day, and then I had other classes for After Effects and I think Premiere, but as a storyboarding class I would use Premiere to make things. So I guess I'm more well-rounded in that sense. Not to say like animation is definitely a small like, oh, this is like one class, you know, of learning, oh, just animation. But animation does branch itself and like have just as many jobs than what I learned. But yeah, what I did learn was mostly just, I guess on the whole, was mostly just software stuff of like, I mean, I have a printed out paper that says like, yeah, you completed the Photoshop and Illustrator courses in college, so here's a paper for that. While I was working on the more you know, I guess other programs, like After Effects is like way more complex than Illustrator, but it's like, yeah, we'll give you a paper for learning Photoshop. Yeah, I did have more fun doing After Effects stuff. That was really fun. Even if it's my least favorite Adobe product that I've used regularly, it's the one that I've just learned to hate, and it's just so hard to... Every time that I use After Effects, it's like the worst possible experience. That I have legit horror stories using After Effects. But I'm trying using it now for Midnight Mares, and it's like trying to scrape myself from the thought of like being like, it's okay, it's just a program. It's like but it is really scary to work with. Yeah. It must have something in high school. Oh, okay. Yeah. I did not do too many extracurricular stuff in high school. I don't know whether or not there was an anime club in high school, but I don't know if there was like an animation specifically making animation stuff in high school. I think the anime club was just to watch anime or talk about it. So yeah. But yeah, in uni was or college, community college was very software based and try to set you up. I think was the main goal, was just to set you up so you can actually get a career in one of your fields. My community college also had like a full-on car repair shop. Like it had a full like garage and different smaller classrooms for repairing cars. So our kind of like school was very like when you like walk down a hallway, it's like very, very, very mixed. Where you get like 20-year-olds like me, and then you get like 40 or 50s or 60-year-old people like walking down with, you know, whatever kind of stereotype you want to go with that of like car people, you know, that it's like, okay. And sometimes we would mix where it's like get some really old people that want to learn a new career, and me just like I'm just want to learn how to draw, please. Teach me. So yeah, that was fun. I think my 2-year degree took like 3.5 years to do. Either I took extra things or some of those classes would fill up or just be unavailable at the time that I needed it. So I did have a lot of fun with that. That was really fun. It was a very good experience. We had one that was more a really, really good teacher. I really liked her. And she would do like these very very nice little field trips to go to an actual printing shop. And it's like we did that like 2 or so times. And it was like really fun to like actually go to a legit printing shop and like look and be able to listen and be in a real world job and go, wow, look, that's what they're doing. It's like really cool. And imagine like if I wanted to be one of these jobs, you know, actually be there and see like, oh yeah, this is what the environment will be like. So if one job room is like really, really loud or something, and it's like, maybe I don't want to do that exact job. So, but that was really fun. I think that was most memorable part of college was those kind of fun things. Little field trips to go to a real place. Because I haven't really been outside too much, like really like more than, you know, just researching online. Like that's as much as far as you can really get. But actually being there in person really does change everything, you know. Animation class was full of 30-year-olds who look 20. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, there was like a open-endedness. There was a chance I could have gone to an animation class or an actual animation school. Like I could have gone to Canada or Cal Arts or something. But in Seattle, it's like, yeah, there's not really too much animation in Seattle. There is, but it's like not as prevalent, especially in not as much as definitely like Canada or Hollywood or and stuff like that. Which is ironic because those kind of places also outsource a lot of animation to the other countries. So it's like, yeah. Yeah. It's hard to get in Cal Arts. I mean, I'm sure it's probably just as hard to get into one of the other real colleges. That's why I did community college. It was way lower standards. I didn't have to like have a portfolio to get into community college. I don't think I showed anything. They were just like, all right. But I'm sure for like a Cal Arts, you probably need a full-on. I've heard and watched videos that's like, yeah, you need a full-on portfolio of like a full year sketchbook of high quality art, which also begs the question of like, well, why would you require a high quality and large amount of portfolio stuff before you go to a school to, I don't know, learn that kind of stuff? That's what I never really got, was like, if you're supposed to be really smart before you go to school, then what's the point of going to the school then? Is it just to like further it somehow and just to go like, well, I want to be, you know, an S tier, but I'm only an A or B tier. So now I got to be really, really cool and smart before I can actually go to my S tier kind of class. I don't know. I've always had that thought about it. It's just like, why do you need to be smart before you can go to like a really pristine school? Why would they say like, no, you can't join our school because you're not smart enough or something? It's like, what is, you're literally supposed to teach me these sort of stuff inside of the school. So what? Why kick someone out if someone's not smart enough or have a portfolio or whatever to deny people out of getting an education, you know? If it's supposed to be like something, you know, more elite or like trying to make people do a certain way, then it's like, why would you lock it out of people who want to join? Is it just they don't want to have regular people mixed in or something? That's what I never really get. Yeah. It's about making pros masters. I guess. I mean, that's what analogy I was sort of going with. Yeah, that if you're already somewhere of an A tier, which be a pro, and if you need to be an S tier master, I guess that's what they want. It's like that's. I don't know if that's weird or short-mindedness of my end. That's like I don't really know too much about it on my end to know like, oh yeah, hey me, like shut up. To the sense that's like, yeah, I don't know much about it to that kind of environment to say like I don't have a right to really say like, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about because I don't really know. So but yeah, I always thought about that. So yeah, just to get into college or community college for the one that I went to, I don't think I really had to show too much. I guess the only thing that I did as a prerequisite was I went to some building. I don't think it was the school. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't know what the school was when it looked. I didn't know what it looked like before. But yeah, they had the exactly. Yeah, not going to CalArts. I'll get the bean shaped heads. Yeah. But yeah, before I went to community college, they had like a small room, like a legit, like really, really tucked in closet room style, computer class. What do you call them? Computer rooms, and they had this like program open up to do a math and English quiz, multiple choice, one of those. So I did one of those. That's the only thing that I think I did, but that's only just to know like if you need to do a math class in college and just to figure out what level you are with that. Like there wasn't question that was only for math and English. So if you needed more help with English, then they would do classes with that. There wasn't like one for how good at you are at Photoshop or car or whatever they do there, you know. That was something separate and then I missed it, or if there was something already figured out or something. I don't remember, but I think that's I remember going in there and taking a test and actually being pretty bad at it. That I needed to do some English and math classes. But whoops, I was focusing on art instead of getting some high calculus stuff that I never actually learned in high school. So whoops. And some very, very specific high level English stuff that I was like, wait a minute, I don't know. Yeah. I'll go to your car. I'm not sure what you mean there. Yeah. But yeah. So that was a little bit of realization with that to say like, oh yeah, I guess high school didn't teach me everything on that quiz sheet, so I don't know. I like what is that my fault that I didn't learn it in high school? Was I just supposed to like learn it somehow, like just on my own studying it? It's just like I don't know. Did I say that? Oh, I don't remember. Man. Maybe I said something slightly different. I don't remember that exact thing. That's weird. What's going on? Anyway, yeah, that's the only thing I learned. What am I saying? That's the only thing I had to do as a prerequisite to get into the college was just to do that English and math thing. And then one of my English teachers was actually a legit bully to me. Because I was the quiet kid, and it's like I don't know. Because my brain and his like for sureness, like solid groundness, like putting foot down, whatever kind of metaphor. Where we were very, very, very different mindsets. That's like every time I would speak up and try to voice my opinion, he was like, "Oh, you're wrong," and it's like, "Whoops, okay." So I eventually just learned that it's like, well, if I'm wrong, then might as well not speak my mind then. And then he got upset about that, and it's like, "Why aren't you talking?" And it's like, I'm wrong, and then I did try to say something later on when he tried to like make sure, like shake it out of me. It's like this, and it's like, no. He's like, well, to some sense, but also you're just wrong. Ugh. So that was horrible. I don't know. I don't even remember what I learned in that class. It's just like the teacher was just so bad, making me feel wanted. Yeah, even like during break time, I would have like a snack or something, and I would have like maybe like a little like legit like juice box, like some apple juice box. And he would just come up and say, "Hey, is that your muscle building drink? Is that muscle milk or something?" It's like, "Yeah, you're so squatty." He's trying to say that. It's like, yeah. So, don't do college, kids. No, it's okay. Don't take that in context. Yeah. You'll get some weird experiences. But just try to, I don't know, just try to make college make a better you at the end of it. At the end of the day, it's like they're just all there to just try to make you be the better you. So if you could do it to yourself and try to take things seriously and try to do, take the classes seriously and do everything, but also try to apply it, wrap it around and try to make it apply back to you. I think that's also important, because most of the time it's just, if it's math, then honestly, if you're not going for a super math related career, then maybe you not need the super math knowledge, but at least try to make, the most effort to try to make it applicable and go back to your actual real life in a sense. Like you might not need like super high like mathematical skills, but maybe obviously these days you can just look anything up. You have a calculator in your pocket, so it's still good to like learn some of this, but it's like I don't know if learning everything is also important. And it's like, yeah, in college I was always thinking about how can this improve everything that I learned. I was always thinking and trying to wrap it around back into how can this improve my art, or how can this improve my, but specifically my cartoons. Some of them were a little bit easier with the classes of like storyboarding, legit, was really good. It was like the easiest to translate to like, okay, I can learn what a close-up or a dolly or a Dutch angle, those are different techniques that I can bring into my art and animation and stuff and storyboards to learn that kind of stuff. But obviously you're trying to do English stuff and it's like, okay, how can this relate to my art? And it's like maybe to get some better, learn more scripting, write a script, So I just gotta like bring it around to like something that either is applicable or easy for me to understand in my own context. So that made it more interesting and more memorable, in a sense that, okay, maybe I can think of the math as thinking in 3D, where I gotta think of equations that'll help me make up, like even After Effects uses equations to do some crazy effects. If you need something to rotate 5 times over 20 seconds, how fast does each spin need to be, or how many times will it rotate or something. I don't even know what I said to make that clear. There's a 4 in there somewhere. So, you can use that kind of stuff, but try to make it back it around to make it applicable to you. There you go. Wow, we learned a whole lesson while we also drew a sniper. Art's fun. All right. Let's see. I percent naked lab. It's rich and make teachers better. I don't know. I don't know what tuition is, actually. I'm sorry. I know there was like one math teacher. This will be the last thing. There was a math teacher. Was he math? Yes. It's hard to remember because he was like the most hippiest kind of guy. Where his legit outlook on teaching was kind of what I was saying. Like if you learn something from these lessons and stuff, then you should get a good grade. Like you should get an A or whatever. Get an A plus if you feel like you actually learned something. And so he would not require us anything to do anything. He would bring out like pieces of paper and like with math sheets, and it's like, okay, we're gonna learn some stuff. Try to follow along. But most of the time, he would not like collect them or really like correct them or really look at them. And then at the very end, he had like a one-on-one with all of us, and then trying to talk to him and say like, you know, do you feel, the teacher would ask like, do you feel like you learned a lot? Do you feel like you've earned yourself a good grade or not? And so it's like, well, it's kind of, you know, I feel like I do have to say yes so I can get a good grade so I can kind of move on with my college career. So it's kind of like I had to think about that. So it's like, well, yes, but also yes, so I can move on. But yes, I did actually learn a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff was learning more about, you learned a lot about exponentials and like fractals and equations, like a lot of riddles and stuff. So, I mean, today I can remember half of the stuff that we taught, patterns and exponential stuff. So I was like, yeah, I feel like that was the most memorable class, aside from the bad experiences. That was really memorable because the way that he taught it. That's like, I don't know if that was a weird psychological thing to make me learn it or memorize it better, but the way that he made it so passive, that's like, oh, maybe I can actually do better and like impress him by being active. If it was like reverse psychology in a sense, as like, oh man, if he's not gonna care if I do wrong, then I feel like I should do it right in a sense, you know. So, but yeah, I landed on that. Thank you guys for watching. This is fun. Hopefully y'all learn some more about anatomy. Try to get some more heads and shoulders. Figured that out. So hopefully next time it'll be a little bit smoother. That I don't have to like super stress over trying to get these to look a certain way or have them be try to break from the mold of like the standard skeleton that I made. That'll help a lot. But yeah, working on a movie. That's progressing well. Might work on it a little bit tonight, maybe the rest of the week. Hopefully get maybe if there's like 25, I got like 3. Not much. So, we'll see. Try to get maybe like 1.5 shots. Nope, maybe like half a shot every couple days. We'll see. It depends. For like the first couple shots, they were like 1.5 each day. Now I'm slowing down. There's one long 8-second shot that's like taking forever. But it requires a bunch of different assets in 2Ds and 3Ds working together. So yeah, but there you go. All wraps around. Get an education. Do college. Whatever you need to do. Thank you so much. I can do my big hug. Let's see. There we go. Thank you guys. Anyway. Thank you guys for joining. This is fun. And then next time we will choose one of these other ones to do. Who knows which one it'll be. But it'll probably be one of these. Oh boy. Okay. Enough rambling. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Okay. Bye guys. see you guys on next Tuesday at 4 p.m. or 7 p.m. EST. So there you go. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thank you guys. I like your little emoji. Alrighty. Thank you guys. Bye guys. Alrighty.